Well, we're back.
So what's happening?
Yo ho. What's
Wow,
up? Yeah.
We've been gone for
Well,
6
well,
weeks
no,
now.
no. Well, we don't know that.
And
Hold on. Stop.
because
Whoa,
we
whoa,
were
whoa, whoa,
gone
whoa.
for
Slow
so
down.
long.
Hold on. Stop. What are you doing? This is. You know what this one is. Well, I mean, okay.
Well,
if
we
you guys
still
are
don't
listening,
know.
if you guys are listening to
We're
this
dead.
one, or we're gone, but dead is also a possibility. Can we say that?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. You can't really see the
I
effort
I
anymore.
I kind of forgot I have to be the one switching.
Yeah, you do. That's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I'll just have it on one and just like just keep talking. Cause I talk with my hands, but now I'm one-handed here.
Yep, Katie's not here. She's got a little cold. I don't know what she has. She sent the text message and I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, dang!" And then I didn't respond.
Jeez.
Not because of Katie, just because like I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Again, this is. Go ahead. What were you saying?
This is gonna be a botched episode. So Katie's not here. She's our switcher. She's the one that does this. But now I'm the one that has to do it, so I kind of have to concentrate on that. Now I would say this would be impossible for me to do. No, not impossible. A little bit more difficult for me to do if we had like 3 or 4 people here, and I have to, because Katie's very important to the show, where like she doesn't have to contribute to the conversation. She just has to focus on this right here.
Switching.
Audio listeners, get ready to be confused.
Yeah, if you're an audio listener, fuck off. Dang, I can't say the F word.
Well, that hasn't stopped us before.
I'm just kidding.
Dude,
we appreciate all of you, viewers, watchers, guys, gals, whatever. We gotta strap these bad boys down today.
We can see if.
Oh yeah, we have new arms. You guys haven't seen these yet.
Well,
you still won't because this is the fucking backup.
Dude,
so at that point, you probably already have.
Yeah. Also, I got a new camera. And we're potentially going to switch Connor's camera to this camera.
Oh my god, I look ugly.
I don't think the camera's going to help that.
Debatable. I look, with the right lighting, the right camera, it all looks good. My wiener. So, do
you tell girls that you're meeting on Tinder and Bumble that you do a podcast?
It's in my bio, I think. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I don't like.
Does that turn them on?
I don't like go around and tell people I do a podcast. If that's your question.
You know how many times we get in our comments for like TikToks and videos? They're like, typical guys. We should start a podcast.
Yeah, those are people who are just jealous that they're too afraid to do it themselves.
I love the ones that are like, who let these guys have a podcast? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, anyone could just start a podcast.
It's a free country, dude. In my bio, can't find it. I don't know how to work these apps. That shows you how much I'm on them. I don't know how to look at my bio. However, if I contacted our loser friend Mitchell, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, you go here," because he's a desperate little boy. But I don't care. So no, I have no idea how to look at my bio. I'll be completely honest with you. So,
what next to your profile?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not in there. It's not in the bio.
You just changed that.
Nah, I'm not really on it. This is one of my favorite photos that's on my bio.
It's so blurry, dude.
You see it?
I've posted that in like our community post for YouTube. I think I did.
It's one of my favorite photos of me. And then obviously
the self-censoring of Mitchell's finger.
I don't think you were in this photo.
Probably not.
Yeah, the self-censoring, because he was like really fast.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't really go around and tell people, like, you know, I'm in those other Discords and I'm not like, oh, I'm on a podcast. Like, it just never comes up in conversation. I'm not one to like,
Well, you kind of come off as that. Not you, but like when you go and tell people you have a podcast, you come off as those people that are like, this guy's going around telling everyone he's got a podcast.
right.
You're
like, go watch my podcast. Like, nah, I'm not there to like promote it. I'm there to do whatever I'm there to do. So, which is not promote it in that situation. Like, if anybody was like, what do you guys like? Are there any projects you guys are working on? Then yeah, I'd bring it up. But I'm not going to bring it up in just like an open conversation. I don't feel the need to. It's not my job. It's not like my job. If this was my job, it'd be different. I'd be like, yeah.
I think even then, it would just be like, what do you do for a living?
Right.
Oh, I do a podcast.
Yeah. I sit in front of a camera and spout fucking nothing important, and some people like listening to it, I guess. I mean,
some people do.
Isn't that what a podcast pretty much is?
Yeah.
Unless you're an informational podcast, but let's be real. If you're an informational podcast, lazy. Anybody can do that.
I listen to those.
Exactly. No, I mean not the people listening.
I know that.
See, the people making it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that.
What do you want to inform the people of?
Cancer. Nope. We could do
how to do proper hygiene. I mean, we've kind of discovered that we kind of have our
No, because everybody thinks that my hygiene things are weird.
I think people think you go above and beyond. I don't think they're weird.
They blow drying areas of my body, so they're not wet, and then you put them in a dark, damp place to grow bacteria. Yeah, that seems weird.
You don't floss
my teeth?
No. Who does that?
I don't floss my teeth. I probably should, but I don't.
I try to remember every night, but I always fail. No, I mean like the towel floss.
No, you fucking crazy, dude. You're gonna bust your dick up.
Well, that's if you're pulling like way up high in the front. If you keep it kind of low and then pull high in the back.
Bro, if anybody's doing that, you're straight up just wiping your ass with your towel.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I dry my ass, but I don't like rub it on my fucking star hole. You know,
your chocolate star hole.
That's disgusting. I
heard somebody say that, and I thought that was one of the funniest thing I heard.
The funniest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah.
My chocolate star hole. Oh man, we got so much stuff we got to clean up in here. It's been a while since we've just done like a clean. Because we're dirty boys.
Yeah,
a couple.
We kind of come in here, we do our stuff, and then we're like,
we're out.
We're like, well, let's just go home.
We're a couple dirty goblins. Well, I guess when you have to work all freaking week, and it's like, man, I just want to go home and relax before that awful morning I have to get up and go do work. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. It is it's draining.
It can definitely be draining. It's just like you're just like, 7 days to have 2 days to do whatever.
I keep seeing more states, more companies are doing like less work hours kind of stuff.
That'll never happen.
God, what did I just see? I think there was a company that was going down to like 6-hour work days.
6-hour work days? That'd be awesome. I mean, you got to think about it though.
I'm all for 4 10-hour days.
So am I.
Cause I feel like we did that in our company for a little bit when we were like low on slowing down on work.
But, like everybody did it. Or,
Yeah,
like,
well, they
you
were
just doing it for a job.
no. So you could. They gave us a choice. They were like, well, only try to work 40 hours. Don't try to work anything over 40. And we were like, okay. So then, me and my coworkers were at the job, and somebody brought up the idea, and I asked our boss, "Hey, can we do 4 10-hour days?" And they were like, "Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that." So we would work 10 hours. I mean, before like we're usually working 10 to 12 hours usually. It was
10
was
hours
the
is
panels.
not that much. People are like, "Oh God, 10 hours." 10 hours is really not that much. I mean, I work 9 hours every day.
I almost do now too. I get the 8, but then I stay because I'm like, well, I'm not doing anything at home.
That's not the mindset I have.
No,
My
no.
mindset is, why the fuck am I still here? It's like the 4 to 5, that hour. It's like there's no point sometimes, and I'm like, this is stupid.
No, mine's more in like I don't really have much going on at home. Like I can go home and be with my family, obviously, but I still make that time. But there's like stuff I still could be doing, and I'm like, oh, if I do this now, I don't have to do it tomorrow.
Sure.
And then my mornings are my mornings are usually pretty slow, and then like the afternoons kind of pick up. And
that's why everybody should do like a shorter day or like a 10-hour day, because it's like, fuck, 2-3 hours. And this is for everybody in every job. There's a lot of downtime where people work. Like, I've never had a job where it's like all 8 hours. I'm 100% always working. There's always downtime.
Unless only time, like factory workers are probably,
sure,
they're like,
yeah.
Unless, but usually they have like quotas to make.
I guess when we're all on a job site, it's pretty like go go go. But if you're like in an office job or like a warehouse job or I don't know, fast food, there's even downtime where it's just like, man, I feel like for the last hour we haven't done anything. We could just not be here. That's how I am. Sometimes I'm like, what? My brain just turns to mush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see how long we can do
dead air.
Dead air.
Oh, I could do this all day.
Boy, that is weird. Yeah, 6-hour days would be sick, but guess what? We live in America. That'll never happen.
I heard I thought it was a state or a company in America that was
I'm
implementing it.
I'm sure there are. Yo,
I think it's getting more.
I'm fucking fidgety today.
You usually are pretty fidgety.
It's because I'm hungry.
No, hungry in your tum-tum?
No, my tummy's hungry.
What was it, the stummy?
I'm hungry. Yeah, my stummy's hungry. What are we eating? Did we decide on Mickey D's?
I think we did, because we were just like, let's just get something fast.
Let's tell everybody what we're going to get. What are you going to get at Mickey D's?
I get the classic chicken nuggies with buffalo sauce, a large fry, and a large Coke. No ice.
No ice.
But hold on, I didn't fully explain the order. I get a 20-piece.
I was gonna say, how many nuggies do you get though?
Well, it's so cheap to get an extra 10 nuggies. It's usually like $1 for another 10 nuggets.
Sure, you go the cheap route. I, on the other hand, I tend to get a 6-piece chicken nuggets, along with like something. But what am I going to get today? Do I want a quarter pounder? Do I want to quarter pounder it up? Do I want a chicky sandwich? Nah.
Well, we need to see if we have a vacuum here. If we don't have a vacuum here, that kind of changes everything, because then we'll go to my house and then there's Taco Bell, Arby's, and McDonald's.
Taco Bell kind of sounds good.
I wasn't really in the mood.
Never
but,
mind.
Well,
no, that's fine.
No. We could.
It's fine, dude.
Connor, we're grown adults. We could go to one and then the other. They're right next to each other.
They are, but I just feel like that's just a time waster. And I'm somebody who don't like wasting. That's not true.
Well, no, you could say you don't like wasting time.
I don't like wasting time.
We are time wasters.
I'm more of just a guy who's late to everything.
Oh, dude,
But it's not really because like. But I also am like when I am in a situation, I'm like, okay, what is the way we could do this that saves us the most time? I think for me, the reason I'm late to things.
Well, I mean,
is
we could
because-
end the podcast right here. That'd save us some time.
You're right. I think the reason I can be late sometimes is like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but I would rather have like as much free time as possible, and it's a bad habit, right? It's a bad habit to think about all the time.
I have that issue when like I have to edit things for the show and like this channel, and then I sit down on my computer and I go, or I could play some video games right now with my friends.
That's me. That's me with Gang Beast. Still months ago we recorded that. I am very close though. I know I say that over and over, but every time I get into it, because I watch YouTube, I get inspired by other YouTubers, and I'm like, oh, I could do that. That's cool.
I think you should. Mr. Beast says do that stuff all the time. Like, do a video and then like do one like extra thing that you wouldn't normally do, and then all of a sudden your video is better than your last one.
There's a lot of fucking banger edits in this video.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I scrub through it again, I'm like, yeah, but like this part, like I'll do an edit here, and then like it'll be a while without an edit, and I'm like, I feel like I could put an edit in here somewhere, make it a little more entertaining, a little more funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should look up like what are all the tricks for like keeping people engaged is like having like multiple cuts, zoom ins, and edits.
So cuts, it zooms, edits. There's text. There's cuts to clips. There's like clips that come in and out. There's sounds. There's music. It's fucking bang. It's a banger. It's a banger. When I mean like there's sounds and music, it's obviously all like copyright free shit. There's no music in it, I guess is what. There's sounds in it, okay? It's gonna be sick. Yeah, I'm pumped for that.
Well, next time we get the that video done, maybe we should see about having our guest on. And
yeah, next video though, I am going to like push to get that shit out quicker.
Well, and
I mean, we're
gonna
on a
record
time frame on it,
shorter sessions, so you don't have to.
We recorded like an hour, almost an hour and a half. I think if we just recorded like 45 minutes, it'd be perfect, or even an hour. Because I did cut down like an hour and a half to 16 minutes. But with Gang Beast, there's a lot that like just isn't. Nobody gives a fuck about. Like nobody cares. Like when you're like starting and you're like, if you're just like punching each other for the next fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean this game's been out for a while, so it's like
Sure.
we need to get into the action almost immediately.
I cut to pretty much like where people are dying. Reactions to people dying. You scream.
Oh, I screamed
so much in that fucking
yeah.
video.
I screamed a lot.
Like there's a lot of me like lowering your screams because like they're like the first time you die you just wail and I'm like, oh my god. And then you do it like not almost every time. No, I'm kidding. Like you just scream a lot, which was fine because it was funny. It made some pretty good edits.
Yeah, I mean, next time, now that we're, professional gang beasters, next time it won't be as,
Gang beasters. Let's put that out on the table. He didn't say gang bangers. He said
the beasters.
Gang beasters.
Well,
We're
yeah,
professional
that's
gang
the game.
beasters, okay? I just don't want people to be like, what, did he just say gang bangers? We're not professionals at that. We're good at it.
We're experts.
We're good at it, but we're not professionals. Okay? Trust me, I can get myself into some pretty good gangbangs. All right, so this is bad. We're cutting that joke off early. I am so fucking hungry.
You keep talking about. Well, we'll finish this.
You know what I had
and
for
then
dinner?
We'll go. What?
Water. I had water for dinner last night. Okay, so. And
I knew when you said I'm going to go get water last night, I was like, he's having water for dinner, and then I thought I'd ask.
It's not because I don't have food either. It's because I was so inside Hogwarts Legacy, I couldn't. In the middle of that gangbang. No, I was. I was so in depth, or just so entranced with Hogwarts Legacy, I didn't want to get up to make food. I played that game a lot yesterday. For you guys, I might be done with it by then when this comes out.
An hour of gameplay might seem like an eternity for me and the boys, but for Connor, that's a mere second. It's a blink of an eye.
That's fucking nothing for me, dude. The amount of play I put in compared to you guys is astronomical. Wow, I don't use that word very often. You guys should be excited for me. Astronomical.
Maybe we should bring the soundboard back.
Ease up there. We could probably maybe. I have to redo. I'm redoing the chords today. We'll see.
I don't even think I have enough.
Never mind.
I need another hub.
That was a stupid idea. I
want sound bites back in the show. The sound bites were banger, but I think I need to be more on top of maybe when I find like trending sounds on TikTok. Maybe like those are the sound bites we bring in. Cause like, God, what are some good sound?
just meme sounds.
Yeah, meme sounds. Yeah. That'd be great.
Like
the one guy with they come into the building and they see something's missing and he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I don't know. Every time you talk about TikTok, I think of the cheese sauce.
I mean, we could easily pull that. But I want.
This is cheese sauce. You know what it's made of? Sauce. Cheese. Ooh.
Dude, I want. The problem is, I mean, like I'm multitasking right here and I'm failing tremendously. People obviously watching at home.
Nah, it's probably fine.
I mean, it usually is. But us like going through the sound bites has been kind of like, oh, hold on a second.
We just don't need to catalog them because we have them like cataloged. If we just have them,
I thought that was like
front,
that was an easier way to locate them because
but we had so many. If we, what I'm saying is, if we just cut it down to like 6, 7 sound bites, and we just had them all up front with like, we need to do photo images, not word text. Then like, oh, that's the funny one. Bam.
That's just a lot of work, bud. Nah, I can do that.
I mean, we don't have to bring them back.
I want somebody on standby that's doing them.
I agree.
But that's already us bringing in another person that
or Katie just does it.
I think that'd be kind of hard for Katie.
Yeah, especially if we had a guest. But fuck, what was I gonna say? It was something about
Mary.
It was something about sound bites. Mary? Who's Mary?
Yo mama.
That was so bad. I'm like, when you said Mary and I said who's Mary, all I thought of was like the
I said
my cock in her kind of stuff.
No,
and then
when you were like, when you said there's something about, and I put in Mary because that's just a movie.
Something about
Dude,
Mary?
I'll never forget the time that Tanner just absolutely decimated Mitchell's intellect with the Joe Mama.
Yeah,
he fell
right into that
dude
trap.
He fell into that so hard. He is still recovering from that.
Oh, that was so funny.
Who's Joe? He was verbal with us.
Well, what was so funny is he was just upset because he's like, oh, he's hanging out with somebody different. That's what it was. He was. That's why he got him so good, because he's like, "Who's this Joe guy? Why aren't you hanging out with me? You're hanging out with Joe." Joe Mama.
And dude, Tanner was even like, he said Joe and like left it at that for hours, and he's like, "Oh, this will be pretty good for later." Like,
and then he came in with it. Joe Mama. What a fucking idiot. Mitchell. That's a comedy genius if I've ever seen one.
Well done.
And you just know, like, Tanner's monotone voice, Joe Mama. Like, that's what he was
Yeah,
thinking
he
when
was.
he's
Yeah.
putting it out. Love it.
Oh, dude, we could do the soundbite. Open the door.
Open the door. Open the door. You know what
Yeah.
I think we should do, though? When we get 1,000 subs, we cut my hair, but we cut it like a monk. Where I have a ring of hair that goes around, and then the top is
Bald.
the top is bald. I'd do it. You think I wouldn't fucking do it?
I think Jimmy would be very happy that you did that. Because you just wear a hat all the time. Then it just looks like you have normal hair while you're wearing the hat.
I think it would be funny. I mean, it's just gonna grow back.
Yeah.
Let's see, monk.
But what if that's the turning point that your hair's like, nah, it's not coming back, bro.
You can't really see it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that'd be hysterical.
I'm keeping the beard though, so it'd be like kind of like this.
Oh, that guy doesn't really even have a mustache.
No. A lot of them don't.
You'll look like an actual cleric. That's what we're talking about. Why do they do that?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see.
Because isn't the reason like Jewish... I don't know much about it. But isn't the reason the Jewish people wear the one hat is to like show that you're beneath somebody or beneath like their Lord? I don't know. I thought I heard something like that. Don't J.K. Rowling me.
How dare you? I have no idea. Ridding of your hair serves as a symbol of worldly ego. Oh, like getting rid of worldly ego and fashion in Buddhism. Shaving your head and face is part of. This is for Buddhists, though. I want like the Christian monk.
Dude, I'm about
Why
booty.
did the Christian? About that booty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love gold. Gold's cool.
Yeah.
Is that the booty you're talking about?
No, I was going to talk about this other thing that we brought up with Mitchell. Well, you guys brought up, and then when I came on, you guys asked me about it, and I told
No.
you my... Okay, so yeah, that's why I like stopped myself.
Now I know what you're talking about. Another Tinder thing.
I'll tell you after.
You're talking about the Tinder thing, right?
Yeah, the Tinder thing. What can we talk about in the after show?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe.
That's up to you. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I mean, it's not really that uncomfortable. It is what it is. I mean, I'm comfortable with myself. I know what I like. I know what I want. Let's see. Do I still have that photo? Sure do. Right there.
Nice.
Little snippet for
Well,
you.
we can go into the after show right now. And,
Yep. See ya.
talk about it. All right. See you guys.